It's working. I think it's fine. And now we're on YouTube. Hi, everybody. It's just the Bold Beautiful Me Spotlight here on where am I? JLJ Media. We're having some technical difficulties for some reason. So it took us a while to get on here. And if you guys are having technical difficulties, I'm sorry. We're supposed to have a guest today, but we might be having problems trying to get on. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, everything slowed down and froze. So I don't know what's happening here. I'm not that savvy. But we fun you're on here, and welcome. If you're coming in, hope you can see us. It's just, I don't know what's going on here. It's like, oh my God, my life. But we are here. We are trained professionals. We can do all kind of stuff. But let it derail us. So Darren Brooks might be coming on. Might have been. I don't know what's going on yet. I'm watching my phone at the same time. But we were having technical difficulties just now trying to get on here. So I don't know what's happening. But we are here. I'm queer. Don't say they're not. I am. It's Gay Pride Month. And it's Puerto Rican Day. So we're celebrating all kinds of stuff today. We're here back together again after several weeks off. I met my new grandbaby and did other things. And my heart is full. And so now I'm back to talk shadiness with all of you. Yes. So it's not just me, of course. Tami Govea, Amanda Russ. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hi.
Eileen, Kenneth, Shelly.
Hi, guys. We're here. Hi, bitches. We're here. Yeah.
Yay.
Well, we had some issues.
We had some issues. So he could be having issues too. Darren Brooks is supposed to be our guest. He's also the daytime Emmys weekend, and there are a lot of things going on there too. So I don't know what's going on. But we're here. We have plenty to talk about. Bold and Beautiful. But if he comes in, we'll let him in. If not, we'll reschedule him. I'm sure reschedule him or something. Because I was having problems getting on all of a sudden. It was like the weirdest thing. It was like not letting me get on. So I don't know what's going on. I'm checking my emails. I'm checking everything. So you see me looking off to the side. It's because I'm trying to keep track of stuff. But we're going to talk about Bold and Beautiful. And before we do that, we just had Why Not Me Spotlight. That is out. Next week, there's a crossover. So we're going to do a big, Bold and Beautiful Why Not crossover event. Again, like we did last month. It was very successful. We're going to do it again next Sunday. So there will be one show. There'll be 2 shows, 1. There we go. I don't know math. So next week from 11 o'clock on, it'll be just a 1 show. Why Not BB crossover? I'll remind you guys next week, of course, as we go along. Should be a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun last time. I navigated. We did it somehow. Everybody followed along. They loved it. So I'm gonna try it again when Eric and Sally reunite. Okay, so we have that going on. Edition Days, 3 o'clock on their channel. Edition Days. Like, subscribe, comment. Their Edition Days show on Facebook. _ Edition Days on Twitter. Of course, the @ is always implied. And then on Instagram, that's an old time joke for you, Edition Days fan. And on Instagram, they're Edition Days. So make sure you follow them over there. And at 4 p.m., the shade comes down. Frank Moran, Lucretia Line, and myself, we're talking about General Hospital. Lots to talk about on that show at 4 p.m. Cyrus is down. Mommy is back with Martin.
His hair is down.
His hair is down. So we'll see what's going on with all that. And is Peter dead? That's another story.
Where is he?
They said West Ramsey is out. But I don't know, Peter, you don't know. So we're here. Come on in. This show is very popular. So thank you for watching this show and listening to our sister show, The Bold and Beautiful Rewind. These are like the top shows on my network, just besides General Hospital. So thank you, and When Calls to Heart. So thank you so much for supporting the Bold and Beautiful universe with us. And thanks to Eva Bazzer and all of them. Like I said, the Emmys are coming up in a couple of weeks. So we're going to try to get some guests on next week too. And if Darren, we may come back for that one, who knows? We'll see what's going on. So we'll work all that out. But the Emmys are coming up on June 25th. That's when the Emmys are. And they're up. There's a lot of Emmys up in these all of them for Emmys, The Bold and Beautiful. They were the first soap to come back to the universe. Or the first show actually in Los Angeles to come back and actually start filming. I was talking to some folks there, ladies. I saw some folks the other day on the production I was on. And they know about Bold and Beautiful and how they were the first. They were the guinea pig. Like everybody just knows about the mannequins and the blow-up dolls. And they're just like, but they were like saying it in a way that they really admired Bold and Beautiful for being
I hope so.
That's what I got from a lot of different producers and cameramen I was talking to, that it was very much, Miss Tami. Your caftans. And you have a picture. Somebody brought up in the chat room. How
Yes.
about you go, bitch? She was all like, "Bam! I'm a butterfly." In Palm Springs. She was like, "Hi."
Vibes.
I just stand like this by the pool. Go on, girl. So tell folks about those caftans. But they bring it up in the chat room.
Catherine Kelly Lang Caftans.com.
I have
That's
that
the website. Okay. So I bought that over a year ago.
Oh, wow.
And then COVID hit. And I was like, well, I could wear this around the house, but that would just be a waste. So when the world opened up and we were planning a trip to Palm Springs, I hadn't worn anything but sweatpants and t-shirts. Like, I don't even remember what was in my closet. And I'm going through the closet. I'm like, OMG, the caftan. Grabbed it. And so, yeah, her line is exquisite. Go on to the website again, CatherineKellyLangCaftans.com. She's got the dresses, caftans, she's got blouses, accessories. As I said, every gal should have 1, 2, maybe even 3.
I want one now. I want one too. Shit, I was like, well, it's like, God, Tammy, I want to walk around the house by my pool like that. I was like, girl. But they all agree. Everybody jumps like, you look good in it, Tammy. You look good on you. Look lovely on you. Yes, Tammy, high five. It did look good. So I posted it in our chat, in our chat. I posted it on our page too. I was like, in the story. So I was like, everybody look at Tammy. And thanks to KKL. We love Captain Kelly.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful designs.
Yeah, so go on, Miss Tammy, making bold moves for news. Making news. Yes, I go, of course, James, Amanda, you rock too. Yeah, whatever. We're all the after. We know who you like. You know you like Tammy Govea. You don't care.
You'd look good in one of her caftans, James.
I have great legs. I have great legs. I think I look great in one of those. I don't know.
Do it.
In the plus size. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna talk about this is totally off. This is totally off the plans I had. So, but I'm a trained professional. We could do this. I felt like it was like the Twilight Zone because the last couple of weeks, a lot has reverted back, but it's not. Nobody's being honest. So that's basically what I want to talk about because it's all. So Quinn and Eric, Carter proposed to Zoe, but Paris knows what's going on and confronts Sean. Like, there's a lot going on that's kind of like, what the F?
Well, it was so funny because we had that question, who do we think is going to be the first one to find out?
Right.
Right. And we all had our guesses. And I forget.
I think I wanted Paris.
I think Amanda, you were the one that said Paris.
I didn't think it would be her, but I wanted it to be her.
Yeah.
Because she's a sweet little angel. She's going to do the right thing.
But does she need to say that? Okay, that brings up the whole discussion. Does she really need to say something?
Yes.
I look at her face, like, yes. I'm like, no. I'm like, shut the F up.
I don't know. I'm conflicted.
No,
I don't think she should say anything.
It's none of her business.
It's not her place to say anything.
You see what Shelby say? It's none of her business.
No. But here's the problem.
What's the problem?
If she knows and Zoe finds out that she knew and didn't tell her, she's damned if she does and she's damned if she doesn't.
Right? Zoe's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But no one's telling the truth. It's all lies. It's all built on the whole thing. It's a gigantic lie. That I give Shauna credit. She was trying to help out her friend, but now it's got out of hand. And now Paris is like, okay, Shauna, you gonna tell? We gonna tell? Like it's like this whole thing is like, but you should stay out of it because now Eric's giving Quinn a chance. Carter's going to go. So Zoe's doing what she wants because even if she does tell, you're right. Zoe's gonna get mad at her again.
Oh my God, she'll go ballistic if she finds out and Zoe did and Paris didn't tell her. So
I feel so bad for her because she's in a bad position. I know, that's difficult because I don't lie to my sister. So I could see some different parallels because Shauna got real upset about having to lie to her daughter.
Yeah.
And she was like, didn't care about anybody, but her daughter was a big deal to her.
Yeah.
And I'm like that. Like, I don't lie to my sister. That would be really hard. I feel like she would know I was lying about something. I don't know.
I think I'm still pissed off at Zoe and how she treated Paris.
Right.
Like, clearly, I don't just forgive and forget.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Paris isn't like that. Paris loves her sister, wants a relationship with her, and that's where she's coming from. So I get it. And it's not like if I were Paris, I would withhold that information to spite Zoe, but I would just be, Zoe's happy.
I know.
Everyone's happy. Everyone's
right.
Are they
who they should be with?
Because Carter looks ill. Like when he'll hug her, and if you look at his face, he looks ill.
And he's having memories in his apartment of
a quarter.
Yeah, did you see his face? It was like, like, whoa, I can't think about that.
and then there was Quinn. Hey, Carter, are you alone? Yeah. Why? Well, I'm just so happy. It's like, why are you calling him?
You know why she called him. Sure, you know why she called him.
No.
You know why. You know why.
That is not necessary, miss.
I cannot believe that.
You know why she calling Carter. You know why she calling that. She's like, you know, she's thinking about right now. She's like, yeah. She thinks she want Eric. You know she want now. I'm like, and trust me, John McCook's hot. He's hot older guy and everything. But she had Carter. And we saw how they showed them over and over again. I mean, it was like just a one-time deal. Then she couldn't get enough. I'm sorry. There's something there. There's something there. I mean, like I said, Eric's hot and everything on his own merits, but there was something there. Yes, Darren Brooks, we have no idea at the moment. We were having technical issues.
It took like 10 minutes or like 12 minutes. He might have tried several times and then was like, okay, I guess something's wrong. You never know.
So I've been checking emails and stuff and trying to see where he's. I mean, I've sent a call out, so we're just waiting to see if something happens. So we're talking about the show until if he comes on or not. But I have a feeling if he doesn't, we'll reschedule him and come on.
Totally.
I just don't. But it's Tony Moore in the chat room. I just said Edition Days today at 3:00. But yeah, I think there's that saying. I'm not going to say it out loud, but Quinn had some melanin, and she got hooked. Okay, and his like 8 abs. Yeah, like 8 abs. Yeah, he got ab. Remember, Terry couldn't count them. Terry couldn't count them.
I don't know. Terry was like 1,
2.
Amanda, I need help.
I need help, Amanda. I can't count Carter's abs. He's hot. Lauren St. Victor is hot. I see why she's like, sorry. So I gotta call Carter and make some excuse to call him. Yeah, of course you did. But maybe I can sing in the chat room. Hello. I know, Tony. I'm sorry. I don't know where he is. He's not on. You know how live television does, Tony. You know how it is, girl. My chocolate twin, folks. Lounging with Tony. Follow me at Lounging with Tony. You're not doing anything these days, but follow me. He always shades me about my age, so I got to shade it back. Why is everybody discussing sex at the office? I know that's a little weird too, but hey,
The whole week, Joe would walk by and go, "Why are they talking about that in the office?"
Hello. I talk about two in the office. I'm like, that's some good stuff. They're all hot. I mean, like Shauna's hot, Denise Richards is hot, he's hot, Rita Sofer is hot. They're all hot. They're all powder cake.
I love what Rena was wearing, that strapless.
Oh yeah,
that was beautiful.
Yes, she's hot. Her eyes, God, those eyes. I'm like, I get why he answers the phone. I get it.
He fell into those eyes. That's what happened.
That's what you said. That's what you said. I was friends with Moses and saw him part the Red Sea. I sure did. I walked right on through. That's right. Mm-hmm. And shout out to mother and daughter. Well, you know, on Bold and Beautiful, mothers and daughters talk about sex, and fathers and sons talk about sex. I mean, they just on this show, it's weird to me too, but they all do. But I do have grown daughters, and we have talked about sex before. We have. I mean, not like casually. Usually, there's something going on. We talked about it. But I mean, I guess on this show, they do this. They just do that. They talk about sex. They do. I don't know, but it's some good sex.
There's no privacy. There's no privacy.
No privacy. The thing is, everybody keeps saying this, and I totally agree. Carter was single.
He was?
Yes. I mean, Eric and him should be upset. I'm like, but on the Zoe side, I'm like, you can't say nothing. I'm like, it's like on the Eric side, yes. On the Quinn stuff, yes. He cheated. I mean, she cheated. She was married. But he was single. So Zoe and
yeah, but even if I was Zoe, like, fine, you were single, but you cheated with Eric's wife.
Who cares? None of your business, bitch. What I did. I wasn't.
That would blow my mind if I was Zoe. It's like, how could you do that?
Oh well, hello. I'm flirting with Zendaya and trying to get in bed with him. Hello, yeah, hello. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what? She would have.
She would have.
Yeah.
I believe she would have.
Thank you. If Zendaya had said, "Okay, girl, get in," they would have done it.
And Ridge didn't show up because she was breaking him down. He was getting weak. Woo, he was getting weak. And then Ridge.
Remember that, Tammy? Thank you. And Ridge, let's not forget that she was wearing him down, trying to get him in there. Mm-hmm.
Chisel.
She was like
down.
Mm-hmm. She was, and he didn't fall for it. I give him points for that. He didn't fall for it.
Yep.
But she was trying. She didn't care who was hurting either. She didn't care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Carter did, as I said, the Eric side stuff, yes. I mean, that's going to blow up. Ridge and Eric and all that's one thing. Yeah. But like her side, she don't talk. She had a crazy cat, and she was trying to get Xander and all that. She had all kinds of stuff going on. She can't say nothing.
She's going to go psycho. When she finds out, she's going to go psycho.
Woo!
I can't wait.
But hello, but Quinn's psycho too.
Yep.
This could be good. This could be juicy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, because she's like, and if Quinn goes, well, he's my man now. Screw all y'all. She'll go crazy too. You never know. Mm-hmm. Remember, Quinn gave Brooke those crazy eyes that time when she slapped her down. Mm-hmm. That time in the Forrester Mansion, she was all, and slapped Brooke down. Then Brooke came up and she had crazy eyes too. She's like, no, man.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Zoe. I mean, Rena Silver. Quinn is a little older than Zoe, been around a little longer. I wouldn't count her out. I would not count her out. Tammy, look at facial expressions. Yeah, it's crazy. Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared for. I'm not scared for Quinn. I'm scared for Carter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But see, Quinn, maybe take care of her big Nubian prince. She may come in there and be like, okay, you're not gonna mess with him, and she's gonna guard. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the chicks. So I can see Zoe. Well, she kidnapped Carter, and Quinn had to go get her.
Oh yeah.
I'm in. Hey, they've tied people to radiators and shit on the show. They don't care.
Karma. Quinn kidnapped Liam.
Yes.
Oh, I know. She wrote the book on kidnapping. Good luck, Zoe, trying to outdo Quinn on kidnapping.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, because we didn't get the full Quinn Sheila thing, because that whole thing, we didn't get a full one. And that was when we were all looking for it. So I'm like, yeah, make Zoe crazy again. I'm down. Let's see what she can do. It could be really, really good.
Someone said that Paris looked like a kaleidoscope.
It's kaleidoscope. The fashions, yes. And we had to talk about this the other day on one of the sets I was on. The fashions on this, I feel they're trying to take chances, I'm seeing.
Well, they toned down Zoe this week.
Okay.
She got toned down.
No Medusa snake heads or anything. Thank you, Jesus. I'm like, okay, good. Yes, I'm very happy. No disco ball dresses for anybody. So they toned all that down. Okay, I got it. But I feel like they're trying to just like show their fashion now, so they take chances. That's why I thought it's kind of like
I know what it is, right? It's so high fashion. It's just too high fashion for normal people.
Yes,
that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. It's so high fashion we can't even see it right. We're not even seeing it right. That's what it is.
It's ritzy titsy. That's what it's like. It's all hoity-toity. You know all that stuff. It's like it's crazy. So that's why I try to figure that's what they're doing. They're trying to showcase that this is a fashion house. So they take chances. They dress in things that we wouldn't normally wear. That's what I try to kind of.
I actually didn't mind Zoe's dress until they showed the tights. And I literally went,
How's that, Tammy? How do you get that again? Oh my God. Well, there are people in the chat room making fun of Brooke. Saying she's like a curtain, shower curtain.
Which outfit was that?
You guys, which outfit was that? I'm trying to think back too. I'm like, which outfit? You think like it's like a shower curtain?
Shower curtain.
I'm like, we had several weeks. I'm like, so you guys gotta tell me.
I know.
Which one that was.
By the way, did y'all notice Carter's face whenever Eric was like,
oh yeah,
so loyal? What do you mean? You're such a great guy. Should have gave you this job a long time ago. You're so loyal, good guy. Love you, man.
It's such a soap thing. It's such a soap thing. I love it. It's such a always did. You don't give any compliments until something like this happens. All of a sudden, they want to gush over you.
Right.
It's such a classic soap thing.
He was sitting there like,
he was a good. Shonda says green.
Yeah, they were green.
Yeah, they were green. Yeah, I had to laugh about that too. Carter rage about his skin. I was like, are you doing a page out of Liam book? What's going on over there? What's going on over there? It's like he was just like, ooh, he was not. Ooh, it's gonna be I am so shocked that Bold has done this, actually. They're taking a chance like this because it really does have possibility of a really amazing blowout and change of direction, change of setup, because Carter's the good guy. That's what's so crazy. It's such a wonderful, delicious turn.
Yeah.
Because it comes out, it's not like he's a bad guy, but he's a good guy. He did something bad. He did something like bad, like over and over, not just one time. Like you say, it was just one time. Eric's gonna lose his shit.
Oh my God! And there were so many moments this week when Quinn was just staring at her portrait.
Oh, I know.
mm-hmm.
It's coming down, girl. Girl, it's coming down.
And Shauna's like, why have you not responded to my calls?
Yeah,
I'm just staring at my portrait.
Yeah.
Like, well, keep staring because that's going to be coming down pretty soon.
He's like, what?
It's gonna come down real soon.
So now, okay, talk about being scared. Is Paris going to tell Zoe before Quinn gets to Paris? Because if Paris hesitates and doesn't say anything to Zoe, Quinn's going to make a beeline to Paris.
True. Oh no, she might kidnap Paris. She might knock her in the head and kidnap her.
She's going to do something. She's going to have a conversation with her.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So that scares me. That scares.
Yeah, it's good.
And
It's
there's
so delicious.
something must be said. Okay.
Yes.
This is making me so angry. Okay. Brooke and Bill should never, ever, ever be in a room alone together.
But for us real fans,
James, Amanda gave you the.
I know she did. That's why I look at her. I know what's going on. I like Brooke and Bill together, so I'm like, I don't care about Ridge, so I'm like, I like them together. So I'm just like, I kind of liked it.
No, if he hurts Katie again,
No, she's dumb. No, she's dumb. First of all, for getting back with him up to time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't feel sorry. No, seriously. When we talked months ago, we talked about this. I made a decision for myself because we all kind of talked. We all kind of agreed. But I mean, my decision in my mind was like, whatever happens now to Katie, it's on her now. It's dumb because I felt that last time should have been the last time. So now she's gone. She's like, you're just so pretty, and you're the mother of my child. I mean, all this stuff. She just gushing and falling for it. What happens to you, girl? That's your problem now.
She can't help herself. I told y'all he's got that vortex.
No, he does.
If he comes on here, y'all gonna be like, you know what? We love Belle so much.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, no, I have sit on this show. Don Diamont can do whatever he wants. I'm just like,
hi.
You're so right, Don, about everything. I
never do anything.
I mean, never. I'm like, he's hot stuff. I mean, I get why the chicks. Well, I get why the chicks. I get it. I'm just saying though, it's still her fault. A pretty object's a pretty object, but if it hurts you, it hurts you. There are things that are pretty that can hurt you. It's like a pretty knife, a pretty crystal knife. It's crystal. It's beautiful. You still stab your guts out. That's what a knife can do. So that's how that works.
Crystal knife.
Oh, that's it. Don is cat daddy. That's right. Don Diamont. And Tammy giggled on her interview at that time. She was giggling over there like a schoolgirl. Tammy go, man, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, exactly. Tammy do many red carpets and all. She's like, I don't know, Don. I mean, go inside. Mm-hmm. You showed me that clip. I was like, no, actually did a fine interview, but she did giggle. She did giggle a little bit. I was like, he's so good looking.
Look, it was either giggling or salivating, and I thought giggling was more, professional.
Outfit. I told you, it's the vortex.
And because he's taller than Tammy, Don was looking down, smiling at her, and I just would be like, I would have melted off. So I just okay. I don't know what you're saying, but that's great.
He's a big guy.
I know. I just love that. Mm-hmm. So Tammy's been in the vortex. Tammy's been there. Amanda, we haven't been there yet, but Tammy's been in the vortex.
Tammy knows. Tammy should feel sorry for Katie.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my God.
So I don't know. So but a lot of fans are like, Brill, So I mean, a lot of them are agreeing with you actually, Amanda, online. They're kind of agreeing, going, no, they should be together. But I'm like, they're also connected to their kids. They're connected to their kids being together. And there's also that too. And he did wrong. I mean, it's not really Liam's fault what happened. It's a good segue into that. It's not really Liam's fault what happened. It's Bill's fault. And it would have been Phil's fault. I mean, the fact that Vinnie came out all of a sudden onto the thing was nobody's fault. And then it became his fault when he covered it up.
I still want to know, why is Vinnie on Mulholland in the middle of the night where all the rich people live when he lives in a little tiny apartment that's probably nowhere near there? What is he doing there at night?
There's a rumor going around that Finn and him were fighting and Finn pushed him.
Angel Finn?
I'm like, that's the rumor I've heard. I have no idea if that's true or not, but they're saying that they feel like it's so weird it's so weird, like we said, for him to just be up there randomly.
Totally.
They had to be up there for a reason. There's a reason he was up there, and something happened.
Oh, Michelle, and we talked about this. She says he's probably doing a drug drop.
Or a drug drop. Okay.
I think you or Amanda mentioned that. It's like, okay, well, that makes sense.
That makes sense. That does make sense. So yeah. So
when they said green, I think they were talking about Brooke's outfit. Is that
the
green outfit that she had?
You're usually the outfit people.
The green. I mean, I remember Denise Richards. Her outfit.
It was kind of big. I think it was kind of big. I think that's why it looked shower curtainy.
I don't remember it.
Denise looked good. Like,
that coat dress was freaking gorgeous.
It was beautiful. I was like, oh my God.
I feel bad for her because she was put in such an awkward position, and now she has to lie to everyone. Could you imagine having to lie right to Eric's face?
I know.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, I was surprised she caved and told Paris.
I know.
Like, I don't know if I would have caved like that. Like, I don't know what you think you heard, but clearly you are. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because in the beginning she was so like, he's single, I'm single. Don't worry about it, bitch. We're good. Don't try, whatever. And then you're right. Then she caved. Like that's all it took for you to hold out. You only held out for a minute. Like that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I didn't understand. I like you. I was kind of confused. Like that's fast. Like that was kind of fast. So I don't know. I mean, it's because the director and the writer said you're going to tell Paris. We're going to have a crazy storyline. That's why.
Right. But I disagree with you about it's not Liam's fault. Like I get that Bill had to cut things up, but Liam is being Liam, spineless Liam. He should have told the truth immediately instead of crying for the next 2 or 3 days on Bill's couch.
Seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Tammy, wouldn't you be in a little shock that you pass out and you found out your father did all this stuff?
First of all, I wouldn't have passed out.
Okay. Right?
Well,
I made James choke.
I think I choke it over here.
It's, it's such a female thing to do if we're going to stereotype. Your woman is shocked. But for a man to pass out?
But Liam kind of soft. You know how he is. He got soft.
I was like, what just happened? But yeah.
Joe said it was his head injuries. Remember when he had head injuries a long time ago?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He said it's too much for his brain. I'm conflicted because I feel like it would be real hard to put your dad in jail.
Yes.
So he's like, I'm going to go there and try to keep him out of it. But Baker is too smart for that. He's like, try again.
And Bill's not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that moment between Hope and Bill.
I was just going to say that. I was like, and Hope, she had a moment.
When he's just screaming at her. I'm like, oh my God, Dollar Bill screaming at me. That's scary.
But she was holding her own, though.
She was.
Told him. She said, this is all your fault.
Yep.
He had an accident and you made it a crime. Okay?
Okay, she did.
Yep.
I know. It was good. It was good. Because you only don't see them really interact that much. You don't really see Hope and Bill interact that much. So it's kind of.
Did you notice the music at the jail location when it's Hope and Liam is being carted off in handcuffs and it's kind of a slow-mo kind of thing? The music was very Les Mis. Like it was very like operatic tragedy. It was a whole different kind of music. I was like, oh my God, they're like getting serious tragic moment vibes here.
It was.
The score, the underscore.
The score. They upped the
very
score game. Big
Thanks
time.
to the music department at Bold and Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks to your score. And I was like,
I was very impressed.
And then
Yes.
every time that door buzzed, they buzzed that door about 100 times. They must have my thing. Look. Every time they buzzed that door open, Liam jumped. I was like, come on, Liam, it's a door.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. Yeah, this I'm shocked at the direction they're going. I mean, this is literally not what we expected. And it just so many, I mean, how do you get out of this? I mean, how's this gonna really play out?
And Thomas's reaction.
Oh yeah, it was Thomas.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know who he's mad. He's more mad at Liam or Bill. I don't know because he already had that confrontation with Bill.
Before, yeah, he did.
That was ugly.
He's like, okay, now this makes sense.
And of course, I'm going to say I was right. This isn't going to destroy Hope and Liam. This isn't going to help Thomas's case at all.
No.
It doesn't matter what Thomas says to her. She's Team Liam and will always be Team Liam. And, as he's being carted off, I forgive you.
That's the love of our life, Tammy. Well, look, I have to admit something. Okay,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna admit it.
Uh-oh.
Right? You all know I love Hope. Okay,
Yes.
I was crying. Okay, because I'm sitting there and I'm watching this, and Steffi, okay, she's having the time of her life over with her man, right? And Hope is devastated again. I'm like, she never gets a break. Why? Joe was like, wow.
Mhm.
That was so sad.
Oh my God, I love it.
That's
So
hilarious.
sweet. And she always gets the tragedy.
The short end of the stick.
Yeah,
The stick.
exactly.
Thomas saying Liam faint like a little girl was funny. That was funny. Oh, and somebody, okay, just a little side note, folks. Thinking of the vortex, someone posted a picture of Matthew Atkinson, our buddy, shirtless. I don't know if he's making coffee or making something. It's just him shirtless in some shorts. That's all I gotta say. And the caption was, "I'm gonna leave this right here." That was the caption. And everybody was commenting. It was like, I just went, wait. I'm like, okay. I just want to say that. He was good. Yes. And Jacqueline McInnes Wood, who's up for an Emmy. Because to me, one of the biggest snubs, but I think it'll be next year, should have been Matthew Atkinson. That's another story.
Absolutely.
And Annika Noel. They both did.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was wondering if y'all were going to talk about it because I'm really upset about this.
Yes. Okay, so we can talk this for a second because, so I did my Daytime Emmys nomination special. You can watch it here on JLJ Media. We did our predictions. Me, Walker, Ragsdale, and Jerry Wag. We do it every year. Lucretia Lyons. We're going to do the winners afterwards also. We did it. It's up now. And we all agreed the snubs for Bold and Beautiful were Annika Noel and Matthew Atkinson. And we're thinking because it's a calendar year, we're thinking this year's stuff will probably hit because that's the mannequin stuff. So we're thinking they'll get it for that. And they both should get lead actor and lead actress, not supporting. They drove, but everybody agreed though, and I want you to agree with this too, for most of last year and this year, they drove story.
Yeah.
They drove a lot of story, and they drove a lot of story.
Poor Annika cried for since she's
2
been on.
years.
She's cried. It's so impressive.
Oh, it is. Tammy asked about that the first time she came on our show. The first time, she's like, "How do you cry so much every day?" She's like, "She tells a story," but that seriously, they both have put in the work, and the storylines reflected that. They were on almost every day. I mean, they're on all the time. So I was just like, they did get nominated. I'm like, how they both get not nominated? I don't understand. I mean, I know Jacqueline McInnes Wood got nominated for probably the drug storyline
And the knife scene.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I think that, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. And Darren getting nominated is fine too. But I'm just thinking, why these two? They're so good. They're so good, and they continue to be consistently so good. So we all agreed. Actually, that's one of our few times we all came together and said, yes, those two should have. And they're friends of our show, and we love them to death. But they did the work, right, ladies?
Yeah.
They did the work.
Yes.
They did the work. Oh my God! Everybody's talking about J Mac. Yeah, James, he was beautiful. His cakes, trying to get me water. Yes, he's hot. But the fact that we had him on the show and he actually teary-eyed talked about the character means he actually cares about the character too. That makes it even hotter.
Yep.
Oops. And the fact that he turned Tammy, that's even hot.
That was a miracle.
That's the hottest. Even he was shocked. That was the hottest. He finally turned
Gotta
Tammy.
give it to the writers. They pulled off a miracle.
They did. No, they did. It doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen very often. And Tammy holds on. She don't like you. They don't have very often. But they did turn it around to all of us. We all were like, oh wow. So again, that alone is a get.
Do you guys actually trust him? Because he's saying all the right things, and I'm like, oh, he's so handsome, and he says all the right things, but how much does he mean it?
I trust him.
I
really think he's
I know.
Here. But
I think he is too.
But this Vinnie thing is going to be a test to all the work that he's done on himself. This is going to be a test because he could go to that dark side pretty easily. So
Yeah,
I agree.
hates.
Yeah.
He already hates them, Liam and Bill. He already hates them.
And my thing is, I agree with Tami in the sense that after that whole mental breakdown, it scared the crap out of him. So it scared him straight, so to speak. I think it really kind of scared him straight. He was out of control, and that was it. He was like, okay. So I think so. I think now he is trying to he's trying to have a grasp on reality. He's trying to hold on to that, and I think he sees. I almost said Annika. He sees Hope for who she is, and she's in love with Liam. He sees it. He knows it. He sees it. There's no illusion there.
Every now and then. And Brooke always sees it. Every now and then he says something that makes you go,
But he's open about that. He loves her. I don't think that's a secret, is it? I mean, Brooke acts like it's a big. I'm like, no, he does love her. He wants her, but he's not doing it. But he hasn't done anything. He literally has not done anything. It's all been Liam. He hasn't done anything. But she's sticking by him. His probably hope was he does all this crap, she'll go to him. But that hasn't happened. Like Tami said, it hasn't happened. She is sticking by, stand by your man.
That's how she is, though. Like, it would be weird for her it would be out of character if she was like, I'm done with you, you know? It's Hope.
One of my favorite moments was in the cottage. It's Hope and Brooke. And Hope is about to try to explain to her mother who hit Vinnie.
Oh yeah, that was
wants
hilarious.
to tell her, but she's trying, she said, you have to understand it was a dark night, and Brooke's face, and she does this, do not tell me.
Yeah.
It was Liam.
Don't say it.
Catherine Kelly Lang was so hilarious.
Kelly Lang, you nailed it. Like, do not tell me.
She was like, ugh.
Like, oh my God, I was laughing.
She was like, no.
It was like the perfect mom moment. Because that's exactly what your mom would be like, what did you do now?
Exactly. Exactly. It's like, oh, okay. Go ahead and tell me. It's homeboy, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. That was Brooke said it so, she just like, that was hilarious. It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. That was a great reaction.
I love her.
Oh yeah, George said it earlier in the chat about Brooke's reaction. I'm sorry you missed it. I'm sorry you didn't go by fast. You missed it, but yeah, they're all thank you, Tami. Yeah. Jeremy Berman has a question for us. My question is the better future for the character of Thomas as a good guy or as a sometimes bad guy? So basically, hero or anti-hero? I say anti-hero. I want to have an edge to it. I don't want to be completely good. I have an edge. Ladies?
I don't think he'll ever be fully good.
Yeah.
I agree, which I like.
Yeah.
He'll always have that capacity to go to that dark side. I like seeing the struggle. I like seeing that as part of his journey. Yeah. As long as Hope is around, he'll have a beacon to kind of follow. But when Hope gets hurt like that, that's really going to upset him.
Great character, yes, a great character. Those are more exciting anyway. I love anti-heroes. I love guys with a little edge to them. They're just more fun.
Yeah.
More again, as a writer, more storyline possibility. So yeah, I have a question, guys. Okay, Kenneth Clark, I have a question. Who would you want to come back to Bold and cause some trouble? I have two answers to that. I have two that I would love to come back. Let the ladies go first.
That's hard.
A lot of characters on the canvas, so
yeah.
But cause trouble.
Well, the first person I thought of was Hunter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Taylor,
yeah.
Her kids need her. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's made no sense that she hasn't been on the canvas.
I agree.
No sense.
I agree.
So I would love for her to come back in the mix.
If you're a
I love seeing her and Brooke throwing food at each other, having food fights, and I love that stuff.
If you're a James fan, you'll get this reference. I was wondering when Chase's parents were going to show up when he was like dying, and they finally got Kim Delaney and Gregory come back. So
finally,
I was saying the same thing. It's like, where's Taylor? I mean, I know she's been mentioned off camera, but like, so she says Taylor. Amanda, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I would like Thorne to come back, and I would like him to start a war with Bill, because he decided that he's still in love with Katie and he wants her back.
But I would want Ingo.
Yeah, I don't like him as a person, but as an actor, yes, he was better as Thorne.
Yeah.
Not gonna answer that.
And because Vincent Harmon turned me down for an interview, so I saw some shade there. So there. So I don't want him back as Thorne. And that's Shady Sunday for you. I have no shame saying it. I can say it to his face. My two people I'd like to have come back, selfish things, I know both of them, and one of them is my best friends. I love Deacon to come back. Don Kanan.
Deacon.
No, there's so many characters. There's so many characters. I'm like, I want Rick back. I want back. But I want Deacon because Deacon, your daughter needs you.
Yeah,
totally. It's been a travesty that he hasn't been back.
Exactly, and he's such a great actor, and he can do comedy, drama. He's connected to everybody on canvas. Quinn, everybody. So I think it'd be great. Can you imagine him and Shauna together? Denise Richards and Sean Kanan together,
and like they were hysterical.
They were hysterical.
Oh my God.
Sean is so good. So I say him. And my other choice, I want him back. I want Sheila back. I want it done right.
That's what the chat's saying. There's lots of Sheilas.
I want Sheila to come back and full on, because she was running for office at the time. She could do full, but now she's settled. Have her come on and be full Sheila. Make her Finn's mother.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
How'd he turn out so normal if Sheila's his mama?
There's a reason.
He's not so normal.
No, remember she had a daughter named Mary who was normal too. Her twins on Y&R, they were bad. Daisy and whatever, they were bad. But on Bold and Beautiful, Mary that's little Rick's mother or whatever. She was actually really nice. So there's he could have been raised by somebody else, kind of, but I'm like the dark hair, I could see it, and her in the mix. Woo! Yes. And say I want Eric back. You guys, Quinn, you messed up again.
That would
want Eric back.
So now that Quinn, because Eric's going to leave Quinn, that's done.
Clearly.
So is Eric just going to be solo?
I want him and Donna.
I do too.
I want him and Donna.
Would be great if Sheila came back, seduced Carter, and filmed it and shows it to Quinn.
Oh, that would be dirty. She does hate Quinn.
She hates Quinn. And screws up her little happy moment because she screwed over Eric. I'm telling you, I love my girl Amber. I love Adrienne Franz, another friend of mine. I would love her to come back too. There's a lot of folks I'd love to come back, but
Who was that adorable Elizabeth Taylor looking girl? Black hair, blue eyes, Australian.
Oh yeah, the cousin Ivy.
I always loved her, and I was always so upset with the show that they never gave her anything substantial.
Yeah, she was a Forrester cousin. Her father was Fred Willard on the show. He passed.
That's
off,
right.
But he played Eric's brother. But no, she was great because she dated Wyatt. She was all part. I mean, and they never know what to do with her.
No.
I forgot her name in real life, but she's a lovely person. I've seen her in person. She's a lovely person. Yeah, I mean, she's a cousin. Why not?
I loved Ivy.
Ivy.
I got an off the wall thing.
Okay, we like it.
Okay, Darren Brooks' wife in real life.
Ellie Kruger, yes.
She's been on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I would love, because she's adorable, I would love for her to come on as like she's working in the summer in LA or something and cause all kinds of trouble for Little Miss Flo.
Ashley
James
Brewer.
would like that too. Ashley Brewer, that's it.
Ashley Brewer. I saw her with her mother once in Hollywood. We were both on Sunset. She was very nice. I said hi to her. She was very nice. She's so beautiful. Her mom was beautiful too. Very beautiful. But yeah, she's Austrian. Thank you, guy. I knew even the chat would tell me what's going on. The name. But yeah, Ambrosia Moore. Oh yeah. And my guy, Justin Torkelson, who played Rick. I can play Rick if he wants to. I mean, I don't care. That's my buddy. Bring him on as Rick, or bring Rick or Jacob Young. Either one, it's fine. But I think Rick and Thorne are very much needed as their Foresters.
Yeah,
they're Forester men.
More Foresters.
Right, and those two also have a bone to pick with Ridge. Who? Okay, folks, I did a show on this already on my Bold Beautiful Rewind, but I'm gonna mention this again. Stop saying that Ridge is not a Forester. He was raised a Forester. Yes, he's a Maroney, yes, biologically, but he was raised the Forester way. Eric is his father in every way possible you can think about, except biologically. And to me, it's almost offensive to people who are adopted, or who co-raised children are not theirs. It's almost like, I mean, it's nature versus nurture. And the thing is, he's a Forester in every way that it counts. So his kids are Foresters, his grandkids are Foresters by that token. But in terms of storyline possibility, it would be great if Rick and Thorne, who are blood Foresters, attacked him for story.
Attacked him for it.
Story.
Rick was always up against Ridge.
Yes.
There's always that.
But because on Y&R, they did it with the Abbott thing, with Ashley and Jack. They did it really successfully. So I'm saying you can do this because she's really she's an Abbott.
Yeah.
I mean, but he did. So I think so. Anyway, Amanda, yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that tension is always been there because Ridge is not only right, not Eric's biological son, right? But it doesn't matter. He's the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even, the biological stuff is not even it's that he's the favorite.
And Rick always knew that.
He's Eric's favorite, and the other two are like, Thorne, what are you doing? Go back to the basement? What are you doing?
Right, exactly.
Like what?
Exactly.
It's like what? Hello.
So for storylines, great. I'm like, he's not. I mean, I'm like, he's a Forester, folks. That's the point. He is. It's just. That's just kind of how that goes. But for storyline, it can be really good if they kind of mess with that. So about that. Folks, we're going to end it here. It's been about an hour, I guess. So we're going to find out what happened to Darren Brooks. We're going to find out what happened to him. I'm going to send an email out and see what's going on. But, we hope he's okay. I'm sure he's fine. Yesterday, a side note, I want to give a shout out to a James Lott, who is my age, who died yesterday, who was in the entertainment business. My mother called me and said, I thought, so you're alive. I go, yeah, I haven't died. This guy, a black guy named James Lott Jr., who's my age, died yesterday. Very strange.
Your poor mom. She was
I know.
Like, what the?
It's the strangest thing. She was like, she really was like a little nervous. Like, she's not heard it. So I want to give a shout out to the other James Lott, who was my age and passed away. And earlier this week, another James Lott passed away. He was a little younger than I was. So I don't know what's going on with James Lott this week dying, but I want to give a shout out to both of them and their families and friends. So very, very strange thing for me, my own mortality. As
you better hang in there, James.
I know, I got to make a cake for myself. No, we were a little nervous yesterday. It was kind of weird. It was a weird thing. So I want to give seriously a shout out to the James Lotts of the world. The ones here are not here. So kind of crazy. Tami Govea, where can I find you?
Still, you guys, at Tami.Govea and Twitter and Facebook, Tami Govea.
Amanda Russ, tell us where your podcast and everything is.
You can find me on all the socials at The Bold and Beautiful Podcast.
And a little shout out to Darren Brooks. If you ever get a chance, Blue Mountain State is the bomb. That's Denise Richards. He worked with her before. So very fun show, 3 seasons. Love that. Everybody in chat, thanks for coming back in. We're so glad that we get to be with you again. Next week, it's our crossover special at 11 a.m., so same time period. We're talking both Y&R and B&B, and we'll see you then. So everybody, please take care of yourselves. If you're in heat zones,